So I'm Clay Dean. I'm the design director for General Motors Advanced Design around the world, and we're here at the Art Center Car Classic 2013. And I'm in front of two cars that we were able to bring out to the show, which is the 1959 Stingray Racer and 1960 Mako Shark 2, and both of these cars were here to really fulfill kind of a request from the school. Was the theme of the show inspired by nature, and so both of these cars, obviously coming from the experience of where they received their inspiration, was very much nature, and that was aquatic, and obviously fish with the Mako Shark, and of course the Stingray shape with the Stingray Racer. So I think there's great history behind both cars. The Stingray Racer, of course, was really pivotal to the development of the '63 Stingray. The underpinnings of this car are actually a mule chassis for the 1958 Corvette SS Racer, and it was a project. The overall project was really an after-hours project from Bill Mitchell and his team and Larry Shinoda, that off of original sketches from Pete Brock, to really create a car that he could race on the weekends in SCCA club racing. And Dr. Dick Thompson raced this car for a couple of years. It was actually bright red back then, and then eventually time took its toll in terms of competitiveness in racing, but it became the theme model for what you see the Stingray split window car in 1963 became. So it really has an amazing amount of history for us, both as an iconic brand builder for the brand Corvette, but really stepped up to really establish the first real owned form vocabulary for Corvette. This is considered the C2. And of course the Mako was really an intermediate car that was really leading up after this car to where the Stingray was going to be. And it was really influenced, the Mako Shark name, by a fishing trip that Bill Mitchell had. He was an avid fisherman, spent a lot of time down in Bimini, and he caught a shark. And he was influenced by the shapes and the forms of this fluidic nature of a shark and the coloration of the car as well. And so when you look at the gradation on the side of the car, I think everybody is aware of the whole story behind that car that was replicated to really this very sinewy, very wonderful rolling surface feel that you see on the car. Took a long time for the paint shop to really to showcase what that would actually be, but it really began to foretell a closer story of what the Stingray car was going to be. So this car was first, that became second, and then the Stingray itself showed up. So it really was a precursor of concepts that really told where the Stingray was going to be. So the Mako Shark 2, which is not here, was really the car that came after the Stingray in about 1965, which really was the predecessor for the 1968 Stingray. So a tremendous part of the history of Corvette, two pivotal years that really kind of laid the foundation for the '60s. So really wonderful stories for us.